Day 300, Park 45, Joshua Tree National Park. I'm at the Cholo Cactus Garden. Cooking up a usual breakfast of corned beef hash. I'm now going to the northwest corner of the park to hike the California Riding and Hiking Trail up in the Little San Bernardino Mountains. Off into the desert I go. Upper Covington Flats, 10.5 miles. That is a fresh sign. The best trail sign I've ever seen in a national park. California hiking and riding trails like 35 miles long. Mile 19. This would be very thorough if they have the whole trail marked mile by mile. It is very quiet. A lot of solitude. Desert hiking is something else. What comes to mind for me when I think about Joshua Tree, television series Entourage, and they go off into Joshua Tree and they eat mushrooms. Kept the visual of like what Joshua Tree looks like. I got spot on. I can only assume they shot that in Joshua Tree. Mile 20. I guess they really do have this marked mile by mile. That's good. Ow. That's actually extremely sharp. As you see, there's all these massive rocks around Joshua Tree. There's these little hills, medium hills, and these big mountains. And you just want to get to like a decent vantage point so you can look out over the desert. 21. I think my math's right there. That means it takes me to like 30 or 31. Like, I'm being dead serious when I say for all these national parks, there are very few that had trail markers that were legit. That's a steel sign with a little plated, lettered mileage on it, every mile on the mile. It's been a while since I've seen very distinct signs that are like, I appreciate what they're doing. Just thinking, reflecting on those weird year that I put myself into. Just the ultimate disconnect I was working with over the course of this entire year, and how when I do find myself, be it a week at a time, maybe sometimes it's only a few days, in between these parks when I actually go out on hikes by myself, great time for reflection, introspection, but then the counterintuitive part being I'm posting everything onto social media. I'm putting the videos on YouTube. I'm trying to put my photography on Instagram. I'm trying to find that gap where you close those two barriers to a healthy perspective. It's an interesting thing to navigate, and I'm finding myself in the very beginning of stages of this, but yeah, I'll leave it at that. I'm still figuring it out. Oh, that's a good pile of rocks over there. Occasionally I'll stop, listen, hear nothing, feel better, and then keep going. By far, some of the most interesting trees, how they adapted to live in this environment. It's like a mix of a tree and a cactus. These mountains, this little gap, this valley thingy behind me. Yeah, this is what we came here for. Just vast landscape, rock piles, desert, mountains all mixed together. Looks really good over here. Looks really good over here. We're going down. That's a good looking stack of boulders over there. You have to go a little off trail to get to that pile of rocks. Like, that's the coolest pile of rocks I've seen out here so far. Kind of thought, you know, things would be a little bit more dead than they are, ready to burn, but I don't know. I guess it's just that desert environment. Things really just got to learn how to thrive back here. We're still doing good. Mile marker 25. I'm still on trail. Sometimes you just gotta wonder when you look out at something like that and you're just like, huh, I wonder where I end up. Well, I'm starting to climb again over some of these what seemed like bigger hills, mountains. So we didn't go down as far over as we thought, but we're still climbing. I've been working on trying to find my breath through these hikes, through exercise again. Now I'm back on the treadmill, even if it's for smaller amounts. I'm trying to focus on removing mouth breathing from any part of what I'm doing. That's what I've been focusing on here, because I'm still out of breath. Every now and then I gotta use my mouth for bigger, deeper breaths, but trying to force myself to breathe through my nose more. Terrain changes very quickly. These look like a few good pile of rocks. Mile mark 28. Yeah, I mean, even getting up that or like coming up that little slot right there, that looks like it'd be fun, you know? So I'm in like the last mile and a half before I get to the halfway point at Upper Covington Flats. I'm kind of just pickled. Don't know exactly where I'm going, if I'm gonna end up on top of one of these hills. I'm kind of fighting the time back here. I guess I got started a little too late on the trailhead. I'm almost at my halfway point and I've almost been hiking for about 3.5 hours. Somewhat running out of light on the way back. Upper Covington Flats. I need to go left. What is this? I'm gonna make the sign so confusing. I'm gonna take my gamble, it's this way. Stairs? That's like a good sign of civilization. Mile 29. Mile 29 sucked. I made it 10.8 miles. I don't see a parking lot, a sign, anything that would be Upper Covington Flats. It's about 1:40. It took me about 4 hours to get here. I'm gonna start this journey back. I was thirsty. I think I'm now going to be in a battle for sunlight come the end of this one. I can't even see, like I gotta get around this pile of rubbish. Left, high left, come back down right. Back out into this barren wasteland. I think you might be better off for adventure if you climb up, I don't know, I guess any of those rocky hills. When I go 15 to 20 miles, that's where my body has to start fighting a different way. The mentality changes a little bit. So you gotta remind yourself to keep pushing, keep going. That way it looks absolutely remarkable. If you like Joshua Tree National Park, hit the like button. If you like all national parks and want to follow me more, hit the subscribe button. Follow me on Instagram for more of my landscape photography. Coxcomb Mountains coming up next. Pretty cool out here. If this says anything about the coxcombs, I'm in for a hell of a hike. Eventually the sun from where I'm at is going to be completely behind that ridge. I want to say goodbye to this beautiful little valley over here as we make our way back to the car. Losing the sun. Last moments. The lower I dip down, the more it's already gone. Oh, just a sparkle. Yeah, she's gone. Yeah, losing the sun's no joke, man. It instantly got like 10 degrees chillier right in that last minute here. It gets pretty wild out here after the sun goes behind the ridge. This actually catches a good amount of light. I want food. Right now I am not disciplined enough to cook enough food to satisfy me. I need a good milkshake. Could I do a buffet? These are the things that go through my head. What an ass kicking. It was good. It's a good day.